All right, well, I had several, well, probably 4 or 5 guys now ask me about how the wheat was doing. And I haven't been out here since I spread fertilizer on it first go around, so I needed to come out here and look at it anyway, so I figured we'd make a quick wheat update. It doesn't look too bad, except for the fact that it's probably about a week and a half behind everybody else's around here. Because, you know, working full-time and farming, trying to farm, it kind of sucks, and I didn't get these beans cut the weekend I wanted to. And everybody started cutting beans like a week and a half or 2 weeks ahead of me. And, well, Matt has wheat. Let me get my bearings. It'd be like right over there. He's got like 100-something acres of wheat. And he's about 2 weeks ahead of me because he got his wheat in the ground and it got the rain on it that I was fighting trying to get this wheat in the ground. So I was behind a little bit, but all things considered, it doesn't look that bad. The hills are filling in. It's still, that sand bar right there is a little thin, but you'd expect that on sand. And I'm impressed. The weed pressure is like slim to none, which is impressive. But this ground was moldboarded last spring, so that's going to help quite a bit. And I got all the weeds taken care of out of the beans, so I think the only spot I've even got I can even see anything coming up is that spot down in there that I couldn't plant, and that spot over there that I couldn't plant when I had beans in it. And I had a crap ton of velvet leaf come up in them 2 bare spots. But other than that, everything's pretty much clean, which is nice. So yeah, really not a whole lot to talk about other than the fact that, hey, there's wheat here. The low spots are definitely ahead of the high spots. You go down in these dips, it's probably at least 2-3 inches taller. Teeter pup. And must have stopped here. And before anybody says anything stupid about the skips in between the drill passes, that is on purpose. I did the same thing when I planted beans on 7.5-inch rows. I'd leave a 15-inch row in between, or whatever that comes out to it. It ain't perfect because I ain't got an actual marker. I'm just following the tire tracks, but it makes it easier to count passes when I'm spreading or spraying or whatever I need to come out here and do, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's intentional. Don't say anything stupid, because I had like 3 or 4 guys mention that you need to overlap more. Well, it's kind of hard to count rows when you overlap that much. If you ain't got GPS, you got to use poor man's GPS. Poor man's GPS is, you know, lines in the field. And if you don't like it, just shut your damn mouth. But hopefully, I think has to have been about 4 weeks since I came out here and spread the first go around out here. I'm pretty sure it's been a while, but hopefully this weekend things clear up and the ground dries out and I can come back and spread a pass urea over it, and then we'll be done, pretty much done with it for a while. Well, probably until it's time to cut it. I didn't want to put that. I was already dumping damn near 300 pounds of fertilizer an acre on that first pass, because this field or this ground's in pretty rough shape. And that is on a plant that's barely out of the ground. That's just a lot. Without, like, you can put that much ahead of like pre-plant when you're doing corn and beans because you're going to work it in and spread it out, but that's just a lot to put on a already established plant in one shot, plus adding another can't remember how much urea I got to put on an acre, but it's a decent amount. So I think I'd have been up to like 350 or so pounds an acre of fertilizer, and that would have just burned the ever-loving hell out of them poor little plants. So A, you're better off to split your application because it gives the plant the nutrients when it needs it. And wheat, well, grasses in general do not generally start using nitrogen until they, you know, get up yay tall. That corn's about V4. I'm not really good at staging wheat, but so like I say, hopefully this weekend I want to get all my fertilizer spread, but while I got the spreader, I want to come back and put urea on this so that we'll be good and it's got its shot of nitrogen. And if I got time, I'd like to go get some red clover to mix in with it so that we can get that cover, or so we can get the cover seeded. But it's going to depend on if I got time to go get the seed or not. But that's what I'd like to do, so we shall see. But anyway, I guess that's really all there is to say about this. We're just looking at wheat, so I guess I'm gonna go home and put this thing together real quick. And that's it for this one. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. What you think, Pop? What you think, Pop?